Hello and welcome to Back to Basics with Sandra and Lyndall. Today we have a very special guest. We have Abra joining us today.
Hello, ladies.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, many of you probably know Abra from TikTok and Instagram for, food reviews and lots of food-related content. But today we're going to discuss a lot of different things, which I'm really, really excited about. But let's discuss what people know you for first. So being a food lover and your food reviews. So how did you get into food blogging?
I've always been big on food, massive on food. Growing up in a Lebanese household with my mum, my queen, obviously cooking the food, authentic food. Kebabs were like a crack to me growing up as well too. So literally like my drug of choice, if you could say that. And then after sort of COVID, before COVID, and I was going through a bit of a rough time. COVID hit, lost my job and stuff like that, and then just grabbed my brother and me and the boys were sort of having a night out and a little bit of a smoke, a naughty smoke, as you say. And someone said, Abra. And I said, fuck it, come, let's go. And I started dragging him. We started off in kebab shops, doing it the way I do it, with the swearing and the showcasing of food and then the reactions and stuff like that. And then it went absolutely viral.
I think that the video I found you with was, I think it was the vanilla slice one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's the best vanilla slice. Shout out.
I could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, and I sent it to everyone and I just kept watching all your videos. I'm like, this guy is awesome. And it was during COVID.
Yeah.
So I was like, you were just a breath of fresh air and it was just something to keep us going because it was hilarious.
Yeah, COVID was hard, you know. Bullshit lockdown, fucking vaxxers and stuff. I'm not vaxxed anyway. I'm proud to say it.
Yeah.
I kept continuing to do it, continue to push the content. And the biggest blessing for me is the amount of influence that I got, and I can actually help small businesses, especially with these big corporations that are trying to push small businesses out.
Yeah.
And I can give them that platform that they deserve and that they need and help them, survive. So it's a blessing.
Smashing chairs is part of that.
Yes.
Launching all their equipment.
I've been in trouble for a few of them.
It's very violent.
It is very violent, but that's how I sort of, and it's funny because you think that they don't want me to fuck their furniture up. But they do, because I walk in there and they're like, fucking break the chair. And I'm like, just relax. I'm not a wrestler, man. Like, fuck, if the food is good.
Yeah.
And I genuinely like and love the food, then shit's gonna get fucked up.
Fuck shit up, eh?
That's just the way I work.
Yeah.
How do you discover all of these different businesses?
It's crazy. Like, people use my platform now and my reviews as sort of like a directory, especially for halal eats in Sydney. My Muslim brothers and sisters, they look at my page. Oh, fuck, we'll go there, we'll go here. So I just started finding them. What I used to do when I first started and I was doing kebabs and sort of restaurants like that is we just used to hit an area. Like, for example, Bankstown. What are the fucking areas in Bankstown? There's 6 kebab joints and something. Let's go fucking do them all. And I used to just go into each one of them and just go bang, 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 bang.
Oh, my goodness.
And then from there, we went viral on TikTok, and then we started making headlines overseas, and I still haven't been to Melbourne. I haven't been anywhere interstate.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just been Sydney based.
Wow.
So
There's so much here.
Massive. And then people started reaching out, telling me to come and try this place, come and try that place, and then there was some negative reviews that I did as well. Because I'm very, very honest. McDonald's is shit. It's putrid shit. It's just fucking processed shit. The only thing that I love. The one thing I used to love at McDonald's before they introduced the fucking paper straws, don't get me started on that one.
And the forks. What are the
Fuck, it's the worst.
Disgusting.
I used to love their frappes.
Yeah.
And I used to love their sundaes. That's the only two things that are right there. Everything else is shit.
Yeah.
And when they brought out the paper straws, it just fucked everything up. But Red Rooster is the worst. If you're talking about fast food, Red Rooster is the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how the fuck they're in business. I just don't know. Like, they're money laundering. And I've said it before. I never commented. They are money laundering. They are doing some shifty.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's Arabs involved in fucking Red Rooster. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But fucking go past a Macca's, it's full.
Yeah.
Go past a Hungry Jack's, it's full. Go past the Krispy Kremes, it's full. You drive past the fucking Red Rooster and there's no one there.
I know, it's actually empty.
And I fucking hate them because this is the one thing that you'll never see me doing. I just want to say this. they pay people, and I'm not mentioning names, but they pay people to go in there who know nothing about fucking food, and they'll go and eat, and I'll say, oh, their Red Rooster's food is amazing, their fried chicken is amazing. It's fucking bullshit. Mm-hmm. Their fried chicken and their food is muggers. It's fucked. It's fucking shit. And I didn't give a fuck, and I've told people, and my brother, and and everyone knows, people that know who I am, they know I don't give a fuck about money. If they were to pay me $1 million today to tell people that Red Rooster is good, I swear on my kids I would say no. That's how much I fucking hate places like that,
So when you started to kind of blow up and become viral, did you feel like pressure to constantly be putting out content and reviewing and?
No, because I came out viral being myself. So the way you see me in videos is the way you see me, like now, like we're talking. Mm-hmm. I'm the same person. I don't put on an act. I don't try to be someone that I'm not. So for me, when people started approaching me on the street, Abra, can we get a photo? Abra. And even when they come past, the truck and stuff like that, I'm just me. So I just dealt with it like I normally would. Yeah, bro, fucking oath, come here, let's get a picture. Jump in the photo. That's just how I'm like. Yeah. So I just kept doing me. I mean, I think people have an issue with it, or they have a problem dealing with shit like that when they're not themselves. When they're fake. You know what I mean? When they put this, or they get into this bullshit character that they're not who they are, So
do you feel like you see a lot of fakeness now?
They're all fucking fake. 99% of everything on social media is bullshit.
Yeah.
All of these fucking social media influencers is all fucking bullshit. They only use their voice when they are to benefit through something. I've used my voice for what I believe in from the get-go, and I always will. And I cop a lot of shit for it. But I don't give a fuck. They will only ever use their voice to stand up for what they want to stand up for when they know that they're going to get something back in return. And that's on them at the end of the day, People are very good judges of seeing who's fake or not,
So, sorry.
No, you're right. Because I was just saying, like, for someone that wants to start in social media, Lyndall's in social media, and we were talking about this in another episode about how, like, to grow is you just need to be authentic, be yourself.
Don't look at followers. Yeah. Don't look at your following. Don't worry about your views. Don't worry about any of that shit. The moment that you start focusing on the number and the views, that's where everything is going to go to shit for you. Be yourself. Continue to be yourself. Put the content out there. You see a lot of these fucking people that buy fake followers, for example. Yeah. You know how fucking embarrassing that is? Imagine having to buy fake fucking followers to try to boost your self-esteem and your confidence up. I've got fucking 200 and something thousand on TikTok. I've got, close to 30,000 on Instagram. And the people that are following me are active. Like, the people that follow me, they know me. I talk to them personally. Yeah. They've got an issue, they've got a question, they message me, I respond to DMs. Sometimes it takes me 4 hours to respond to people's DMs, but I respond to everybody because at the end of the day, if they're taking that time out to follow me and follow my content and get behind what I do, then fuck, the least I can do is put a smile on their face.
Well, how easy was it just to get you on? I thought it was no chance. And then you replied straight away. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, yes.
I am. I reply to everybody, like young kids that hit me up, people that are going through a very, very dark place and they want a little bit of advice as well. I do. I spend a lot of time doing that, and I always will because it doesn't cost you anything to put a smile on someone's face. It doesn't. You can try to change someone's outlook for the whole day if you just say, hey, how you going, and smile. And unfortunately, in the world that we live in, we need more of that.
Yeah, definitely. So is food blogging and reviews your full-time gig now?
Yeah, now we're sort of going into it. We're pushing into it full-time. I really want to sort of get into the scene in Melbourne and I want to do Australia first. Before I go overseas and do Dubai and do Lebanon and stuff like that. So, just very busy, single dad, 2 girls, sort of, and then doing the work full time and the reviews and stuff like that. I'll get around to it. But yeah, that's something that definitely I'm going to do in the future.
Have you been asked, like international? Have people reached out to
Heaps of people internationally have reached out. But the thing with me is because my content is very different, and I'm very, what do you call it? Fucking, what's the word when you're,
Unique?
Unique, yeah, but you know the other word where you sort of say what you want to say and you don't give a fuck about politics involved?
Controversial?
Yes. Thank you. Very controversial. So, you know, family businesses and big food chains, which I don't support anyway. There's only a few places that I support. Don't sort of reach out to me. But, you know, once I sort of put my foot in overseas, then, yeah, they definitely will.
Yeah.
So
speaking of controversial,
here we go.
you've made a few headlines.
Yeah.
And let's roll through the list.
Okay.
Where do we want to start?
There's been a lot.
You go. You open up that chapter.
Fuck, there's been a few. There's been some recipes that have gone, home recipes sort of that have gone viral. The 5 guys that I smashed for their pricing and shit, that went viral. That went everywhere around the world.
What's that one?
That one, the 5 Guys one, is when they first opened up in Sydney.
Is that the Penrith burger joint?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So 5 Guys is fucking bullshit. I mean, 5 Guys and Hungry Jack's is exactly the same. Only difference is 5 Guys from America are charging you $22 for a burger, and Hungry Jack's are charging you half the price.
$22 for a burger.
Yeah. So and look, you pay $22 for a burger that is high quality meat. Not shit. So we went out there and I did the review and I think the receipt came up to about $175 for 4 burgers and 3 milkshakes or something.
Yeah.
So it was ridiculously priced. And I just gave her my truth about it. I said, you know, fucking go get yourself a Whopper. It's the same shit.
Wow.
And everybody, it was funny because that went so viral that people were going out to 5 Guys and trying their food and DMing me and saying, bro, you're so fucking right with these guys. Their burgers are shit.
Wow.
And yeah, that's with the fast food chains. Like, you'll never go and get a fast food chain better than a local business.
Yeah.
You know, like a local fish and chip business. Because 1, the quality is different. 2, it's not processed shit. And 3, there's more love and TLC involved in it, you know? So that was one of them. And there's been a few. Obviously, the defamation one's another one, which I've got to be very careful with. Cause
if you Google your name, that's the one that comes up.
Yeah, that's the one that comes up.
Yeah.
Which is good because it did me more. It was better for me than not. And I can't say too much because he'll be watching this and listeners will be there with their fucking keyboards anyway. And their fingers will be
trying to find the
100%.
loophole. Yeah.
But basically, guy put out videos about me. I retaliated, and then he went and sought legal advice, and I didn't give a fuck about his legal advice, and then sort of went from there.
Yeah.
As I said to you, I'm very old school. If you fuck with me, you know, I stay in my lane. I mind my own business. But if you fuck around with me, and you do it 2 times, not just once, then I'm going to retaliate. So it was lesson learned on my end as well. That people are always going to sort of come out after me for clout, you know, because I'm, you know, whatever the word you want to use. I hate using the word fucking famous or viral or that shit. So it was a good lesson learned, but there's a lot of fuckwits in this world, and you know.
Clout. I'd never heard that word until TikTok.
Yeah,
and
it is.
It was from the won't say who, but the lady that was in the city and. You know, they were saying that she did all that for clout. And I'm like, what is this clout that, like, people from the area are using this word? I'm like, I only heard Cardi B use it in her song. And I'm like, what is going on?
It's a new sort of fucking, it's like a Acai. It's fucking Acai or whatever the fuck it is. It's
Everyone's doing that
fuck
now.
that shit.
That's so funny.
That is the worst shit.
Was it you? You're the one that did it on the old story. You're like, what the fuck is it?
I'll do more on that stuff soon. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's the same bullshit everyone's fucking using. It's the same machine with different settings.
Yeah.
It's the same toppings that they're putting on there.
I've never had an acai bowl.
You don't want to.
Ever.
Like, it's fucking...
Not if you want like 50 grams of sugar. Like,
yeah, right? And everyone thinks it's so healthy.
If you're going to eat acai, just go and have a fucking gelato ice cream.
Yeah, true, right?
Go and get a really nice gelato ice cream, lemon sorbet, or go do something. It just, look, a lot of people love acai because it's new, it's different. And God bless them all. You know, if they're going to make money doing it, make money doing it. But I fucking hate it. And,
have you had?
And I have. Yeah, I've had heaps of it.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate it. I hate the way it tastes. I hate the texture of it.
Yeah, I've never had one.
You know what it is? It's like, compare it to a full-strength Coke as opposed to a Diet Coke.
Okay.
All right, so pretend you got an ice cream that you love. And then you got a fucking acai, which is... And acai is not new. People are doing acai fucking 10 years ago. They were doing it themselves at home, blending it in a blender and doing it, you know? It's just a fuck. I just can't stand it. If you were to eat acai by itself without the chocolate sauce or the caramel sauce and without the berries and without
Peanut
the
butter.
granola and without the peanut butter,
Yeah.
it'll taste like absolute fucking khara. And that's the truth.
Fair.
I don't like acai. Fuck acai.
Linda's like, I'm never ordering
Every
it again.
fucking corner.
I've never even had
fuck.
one.
I've never had one.
I've never had
We
one.
need
You know
to do
what?
this.
If we do
We
this
need
again,
to do this. Yeah,
if we
yeah,
do
yeah.
this again, I'm going to reach out to a few people that I know that own acai places, and I'll get them to bring some in. All right, and then
First
you can do
review.
it, and
First
you can
review.
review it.
We'll do it on
live.
site. We'll do it on site.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell, you can do it live.
Have I first tasted an acai bowl?
Yeah, you can do it live, but yeah, it's look, everybody's jumping on it. You got food trucks that are doing it. You got restaurants that are doing it. There's certain people that came out and put it on the map. Shout out to Jacob, Firsty Monkey, who sort of was a
massive on TikTok.
pinnacle of it. Like, you got to give respect where respect is due, and I don't know him personally. And if he sees this, he was the one that put it on the fucking map.
Yeah.
You know? So you got to give it.
a whole.
Yeah,
It's just that, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And then everybody sort of jumped on it, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of food trucks, tell us about your food truck. What's your point of difference?
Point of difference in the food
Besides
truck.
you.
Besides me, we're just the best. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck out. The best, the highest quality of meat, cooked on charcoal, no oils, no fat, and the product speaks for itself. My business partner is very, very, very good at what she does as well, and sort of the best of two worlds colliding and creating something absolutely phenomenal. We're the busiest in Sydney too.
Awesome. And was that a result of the reviews?
Yeah,
or?
just eventuated. It just happened. But that was always the goal, the purpose. To have that and then get that sort of sorted out and then go overseas and do the rest of the stuff with the reviews and that. So yeah.
So did you have your food truck first, or you?
No, started the reviews. Did the reviews for about 2 years, and then did it. And there's been a lot of people on TikTok who have tried to do the same thing and they haven't been successful. And
why do you think that is?
because their heart's not in it.
Yeah.
Because everybody
They're
wants
trying to do it for that clout.
Yeah, for the clout
That
and for the quick money. Everybody's in it for money. Very few
But is
people
it
are in
quick?
stuff
Like,
for.
is it actually quick
Do you know
money
how much
though?
fucking work it is?
Yeah,
They've
that's
got
what I
no
thought.
idea. They've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. Everyone wants to make a quick buck. And they want to do it the quick way. And unfortunately, there's no love involved anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with all these big chains. You can take. I don't want to mention them, but one brand in particular that I fucking hate is the Lebanese brand. People will work it out.
Yeah.
They had one store originally.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then they opened up multiple ones of them, and their quality's just gone to dog shit.
Yeah.
And they fucked their name. But looking at it from the people that own its perspective,
Yeah.
they're making the money, so they don't give a fuck about the name.
Yeah. And they charge a lot for it too.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, you almost you get
lot
turned
for-
off. You don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on your values though. Like for me, it's always about the quality, not the money. But I think for some people that
It's
changes.
always should be about quality.
But it's gone like that.
Yeah.
Right?
And not to say like McDonald's is charging a shit like it's a fucking
People
$6
still
for a
go
large
there.
Coke.
What?
Yeah, at Macca's. Yeah,
Macca's
their
is so-
prices.
Obviously, I haven't been to Macca's in
So I
ages.
take my kids there as a treat after basketball,
Yeah.
and I fucking pay like almost $50.
Yeah, it's gone through the
nuts.
roof.
It's actually just
everything.
so bad.
Look,
yeah.
cost of living in this country,
Yeah.
and fucking you can thank Albanese, the dickhead, for it as well, and Labor, is you can't fucking live. You can't live in the country. I mean, I went to Coles the other day. I bought, I think, 6 or 7 different things. It was $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
And you got mortgages that are hitting the roof. You got
Yep.
petrol prices that are hitting the roof. Electricity prices that are hitting the roof. And obviously, these fuckers don't care because they're on, 6-figure salaries plus, so they can afford it. But for the average Australian, it is very, very hard to live in the country.
It's so sad that 100K, like if you earn 100K,
It's nothing.
5 years ago it would have been like, fuck, you're on good money.
Yeah,
now
now
it's
it's
like,
shit.
wow, you're almost like at
the
the
money.
bottom of the.
Well, the average rent, the average, I think I was reading the other day, average rent is like $800 a week.
Yeah,
that's in like a not the best area.
Yeah.
You know, if you go into the areas where I'm at, you know, in the hills, for example, I mean, if you rent a home there, it's $1,000 more a week.
That's wild.
Wow,
it's
that's
crazy.
so bad.
It's
so I mean,
crazy.
obviously being a business owner yourself and then also talking to and dealing with a lot of other business owners, is that something that you're hearing a lot of, that maybe people are not eating out as much?
Everything's gone up.
Yeah.
You know, mayo's gone up, cheese has gone up, drinks have gone up. Go buy drinks, you know, a 24 pack. I remember when a 24 pack of Coke was like $17 or $16. It's fucking $27 now.
Can of Coke for $1. Like,
do you know what I bought the other day? Shortbread creams, you know the biscuits?
Yeah.
My kids love them.
How much are they?
$4.
Yeah.
$4.
Yeah.
I'm like, you better not half eat that.
Yeah, it's just
None
crazy.
of this split the biscuit anymore and lick the cream. You eat that fucking thing.
You fucking eat that shit.
$4. I'm so sad.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know? And then again, you got Woolies and you got Woolies and you got Coles that are fucking the farmers in the process of it. You know, I've got a lot of respect for farmers. A lot of respect for them. You know, they're the ones that. You know, they provide. We're very blessed in this country to have the best produce on earth. But what do we do with it? We ship it overseas to other countries, and then we buy it back off them, and it's fucking ridiculous. And we screw the farmer in the process. That's why I'm so passionate about supporting local.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so good because some of the people that you put on your page, like I've never heard of them before. And then you can actually genuinely see like the dads and all that. They're really happy to have you in there.
Yeah, most of them
like
can't even talk English.
Yeah.
I had one guy who put me on like Abu Tony. I'll put him on he's going to be on my story, Babylon Bakery.
Yeah.
Shout out to Babylon Bakery, Australia's first Sujuk shawarma. He's been in the country and can barely speak English, you know? And I was talking to him and I was saying, Tony, how long have you been doing this for? And he goes, Arabic. You know, he'd speak to me in Arabic. And I was like, and I had to sort of, translate and speak to him in Arabic as I'm filming. But, you know, I love that sort of stuff too because it's very, very authentic.
Yeah.
Right? You know, especially with what's been going on in the world now lately too. So little things like that. Put a smile on.
Do you feel like if those small businesses are not on social media, like they're really going to be struggling at the moment?
These days, you know, back in, say we'll go 15 years ago or 20 years ago, it was Yellow Pages. That was a sort of fucking open up the Yellow Pages, boom, 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 boom. There's a picture there. Oh, okay, let's go try this out. Now it's social media. Social media has a big impact. You know, big impact. So to answer your question, massive amount. You know, people, you know, they get the shits if they got to go to church once a week for an hour, but they'll sit there for 3 hours or 4 hours scrolling up and down on their fucking phone.
You don't even realize you're doing it either.
You don't.
It's bad.
And then next minute it's 2 a.m.
I don't know what you're talking about. I watch
The bags under your eyes say something different. Babe.
You hopefully wants to disappear. Let's not go there.
Wow. That's what it's going to be like.
I'm not getting involved in slipping up. What? Change the subject.
Speaking of controversial. What else? You made a big statement when there was, you know, your shirt obviously says a lot about who you are as a person and your faith and.
Jesus is everything to me.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people these days are scared to say it, but he's my everything. You know. The one person that will never leave your side. You know, faith is very, very important to me, and. If people are attacking that or attacking Jesus, then I'm going to have an issue with it.
Yeah.
You know, as I said to you before, I said I don't care what religion you are, what color you are, what sexual background or your fucking pronouns you want to call yourself. Good luck to you. God bless you. But don't impose your bullshit on us and don't impose your bullshit on our kids.
Yeah.
And let them grow up being children. And if they want to come to that decision when they're old enough, whether they want to be straight or gay or whatever, it's their decision. Good luck to them too.
Yeah.
Just don't push it on our kids. Stay away from it. You know, you would never put a drag queen and a child in the same sentence, let alone having them read children books in a fucking library. You know, dressed as drag queen. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
You know? It's them trying to push our agenda on our kids, and then trying to break that bond that children have with God. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you receive any backlash from your
Fuck
statements?
No.
Nothing?
Fuck no. You gotta have another thing is you gotta have very thick skin to be in social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, if I believe in something and somebody was to hit me up, look, I've got a lot of gay friends.
Yeah.
And gay friends that believe in what I was saying. You know, like they're gay and I'm happy to be their mate, and you know, fucking I've been a few ceremonies with them as well, and I've got no issue with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, if I see him kissing in public, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, but just don't push it on our kids.
Yeah.
There's and that sixth book that came out, you know, a child, in my opinion, who's 7 or 8 years old doesn't need to know how to give a blowjob.
Yeah. Yeah, that book was nuts.
Okay.
What book are we talking about?
The one that Yumi Stones brought
really
out.
living
She's
under
a
a rock.
fucking moron.
You haven't seen it?
No, I
It
haven't.
was nuts. It's
That's
nuts.
the one that I burn on social media.
Yeah, it was
So
nuts.
it's basically a book
nuts.
teaching children how to give each other blowjobs, targeting kids from the ages of 6
Why
and
is that
7 and
necessary?
8.
No, and it was
Because
released
that's
and
what
people were supporting
that's what
her.
they want to do. They want to break that connection that
Stigma.
children have.
Yeah.
You know? They don't want a boy growing up being a boy playing footy and playing in the park, and a girl playing netball and playing with her dolls. They want it the other way around. You know, to the extent where they've got fucking kitty litters in female toilets because some schoolgirls identify themselves as being cats. Like, the world's gone fucking nuts.
Wow.
You know, and it's
I remember when times were
it's
simpler.
Yeah.
We used
like,
to throw toilet tissues on the toilet.
Yeah.
It was wet.
and a girl's fucking toilet used to be for girls only, and boys used to be for boys only. You know, I'm sorry, but if I've got a fucking man dressed up as a woman trying to get into a bathroom, a female bathroom, and my daughter's in there, we're going to have big fucking problems.
I know. Isn't it scary? That scares me.
I think it's like such a fine line with cancel culture as well, and I don't know. Like,
They control everything. Like, it's just everything, you know.
Or even going to the chat, like the fun run we did on the weekend, there was female change room, male change room, and gender neutral change room. No one went in there, but
I don't understand.
It was crazy, yeah.
I just don't get it.
It's just the world that it's changed. It's changed a lot. And that book that you spoke about, it's really bad.
It was
like,
sick. It's just a sick
really
book.
bad. You need to.
It's just you need to spend some time sitting there. Look, you're gonna have that talk with your kids about sex.
Yes.
All right. You're gonna tell them you're gonna have that talk. You know, I've got 2 daughters. You know, I tell my daughters, you know, Daddy, I love you. You know, you're a princess. You're like a flower. You know, concentrate on your studies. When your boyfriend comes along and he's the right guy, and you have that connection with him. You know, you're married. You try to do it the right way. You know what I mean?
Old school, traditional.
Old school, but even if it doesn't work, if she respects herself, I don't care. That's all I can ask for. I'm not going to be sitting down with my fucking 7-year-old kid or 8-year-old daughter and saying, Daddy, you know what? This is how you suck dick. You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that's the legit.
That's the reality
that's
of
the fucking
what
reality of
saying,
it. You know?
Yeah.
That's what this book is doing. You know, how to give each other, how to go down on the female if you're a female, and all this all fucking bullshit. You know, just for me, it's spiritual warfare. Like that's how I grasp it. You know, the devil is very real, and that's how he attacks. You know, our children and breaks our bond with God, and that's a platform that he's sort of using it. You know, that's just the way that I feel. So
Yeah. We can tell you're very passionate about it. Like, it's coming out. You're getting emotional.
yeah, as a father, like my duty is to protect my girls.
Yeah.
And I think the bond that a father has with his daughter is very beautiful. It's very special. You know, they're my life, and it's my responsibility to make sure that they grow up as happy, as healthy, and the right way. You know, so yeah, when they come out and I see young kids on social media that there's a female baby and they're saying, oh, this baby's a male, and a male dressed up as a female, and they're kids. Like, you don't put a fucking cigarette in a child's mouth and go, yeah, right here, light up, you can smoke.
Yeah.
When that kid gets to an age of consent and he wants to smoke, fucking smoke.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. It's fucking stupid. Mental illness. Fucking.
yeah.
Do girls love food as much as dad?
The girls are good. The girls. Look, I was very fit before.
Wait. We need to do it before and after.
Before shit if I show you photos.
Really?
Yeah, I used to fight and stuff like that too.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your profession?
Yeah, like this was MMA and I used to do stuff like that too.
Okay, we definitely need a before and after.
Good. I'll show you a photo now.
Yeah, cool.
And then just a lot of people see when I'm stressed, I eat.
Okay.
All right.
Same.
So you've had a tough few
So
years,
fucking stressed. But yeah, look, I started training again last year at the beginning or the year after, and I lost a lot of weight. So I can lose weight very, very quickly.
And men do that. It's very frustrating.
I can't relate.
I put on social media and I started getting a lot of people following me. Yeah. And then it just stopped. Like shit went down and I fucking gained the weight back.
Yeah, wow.
But but in terms of, I think I'm very lucky because, I am a bigger guy. I don't smoke, I don't drink.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah.
And definitely next year we'll definitely get back into it.
Yeah.
So it's just, look, your mind has to want to do it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't want to do it, obviously
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. You can do a million different fucking diets. It's not going to happen. But
how are you going to do that while you're eating? And
I don't see. You know what?
do you eat all the food, or do you eat half and then throw it out?
No, fuck, man. I'll have a bite or two, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't sit there smash.
Except for the vanilla slice.
I said, fuck. My family attacked me like that. Like she's the queen of the vanilla slice and the honey cake. And she's sort of taught herself. But that woman's an absolute freak.
Yeah.
To the point where she is that good that I'm very privileged now to be in a position where I walk into a restaurant and I get treated very differently. I'll get people bringing me food and stuff like that. She's the only person that I will actually drive to pick it up.
She's so far now. She's in St. Clair or something.
Yeah, Mary's in St. Clair's. Yeah, some bullshit out there. I tell her she's in fucking
Schofields. I think it's Schofields. I've been following. I'm like, when are you coming closer?
Yeah, but she's just phenomenal.
Yeah, we need to get our hands on that.
It's phenomenal. Like she is. Send her the clip of this.
Yeah,
and she'll probably send you Zella.
But
she's booked out for fucking to the end of January. I think.
But she supplies a few cafes in the area.
Yeah, she does. She supplies a few cafes. But look, in my opinion, there's nothing better than rocking up to a door, knocking on the door, meeting her in person, and getting it straight from her.
Yeah,
I just feel like that's my box.
You know where it's coming from.
Yeah, that's my box. Take it home. No one's fucking touching it. No one's looking at it. I don't even want people fucking looking at it in a cafe. It's mine,
made for you.
Yeah, made for me.
Yeah,
so
wow.
she's on a different level.
When I saw that video, I was like, "This is hilarious."
She's on a
different.
Funny. She's on a different level.
Yeah.
So I think it's fuck me in the ass or some shit like that. I hate that. I forget. I can't remember. I said something like that, I think. But,
it was bad. It was bad. It was pretty bad.
And my mum watches all my shit too, by the way.
I love that you're showing your parents now on
my
social.
old man, they want me to
might
create
need their own account. Yeah.
They want me to create one for my father, but he'll fucking kill me. And the guy is so angry. He's just his grandkids he loves. Everybody else he fucking hates. He hates me. And he just doesn't want to borrow me, so I put him on,
the camera. Yeah.
He fucking hates it. I think there's a clip on my story. I think I did today. I said, give some people some advice, and he goes, all right. If I give them advice, sort of, would you go away? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, all right, go fuck yourself. That's my advice. So that's how he's like. But yeah, it's fun.
You can see where you get it from.
Yeah.
My mum's
authentic.
Yeah.
So how do you balance your life on social media and family?
I don't show my kids on social media.
Yeah.
I don't show my family besides my old man on social media.
Yeah.
I feel like they get to see pretty much everything on me.
Mm-hmm.
That personal side of me is for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put them out there. So I balance it sort of like that. And I'm everywhere. Like they see me when they come to the truck. They see me out doing reviews. And they can DM me. And I respond to them. But on that sort of side of things, that my personal side of stuff, I'm single too, ladies. So
just a slide drop.
I just slide drop that one there. I hide that stuff. So I try to protect them like that too. But yeah, so I handle that shit pretty well.
Yeah. And do you so you work in your food truck? You haven't stepped away from that? You're there, and is it open?
We open Wednesday to Sunday from 4 to 11 p.m.
Nice.
in Peakhurst, and that's all we'll say about that.
We need to go and try your food. Have you had
Yeah.
people try and do food reviews on your truck?
I'm very blessed that I don't need people out there, but I've had heaps of people come out
Yeah.
there, and they all say the same thing. They're like, we can't fucking believe how good it is.
Wow.
It's beyond, like, the stuff that we do out there is better than restaurants.
Wow.
Much better than restaurants. Proteins, much better. Like, I'm using the best of the best. It's all on charcoal. I've got people that drive from Canberra for our lamb cutlets every week. I've got people, the furthest that has come and seen me at the truck has been from South Korea. I actually flew down.
What?
Yeah.
South Korea?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I've got lebas that come from fucking China, that live in China, that speak Chinese too, that are at the truck.
That's
Islanders.
hilarious.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But again, a massive blessing too. So.
Yeah.
Are you looking to expand?
Nah, fuck that. You do that, you lose you lose that sort of quality, and you lose what you're about. So we're all about quality. You know,
Yeah.
we want to just have one thing, perfect it, make sure everything that goes out is perfect, and our reputation is more important than putting them out and making money. So,
And what advice would you give to anyone that wants to set up their own business?
the biggest advice I can give you is make sure that, one, you love what you do before you start, and your heart's in it. If you're not in it 100%, don't fucking do it. And that's, I don't care what you want to do. You open up your OnlyFans fucking page. If you're not into it 100%, it's not going to work. If you open up a restaurant or cafe, it's not going to work. If you open up a trade business, it's not going to work. If you're not in it 100% and you're not willing to put in that, blood, sweat, and tears, it's not going to work.
The hard work. I think a lot of people coming up these days, the younger generation, they're
scared of it.
forgetting
They're scared
the
of it.
hard work. And I think like having platforms like TikTok and all that, everyone wants to be an influencer, and they think it's easy to start doing all that sort of thing.
Because they don't see the hard work on social media.
Right? Like even for you, you're in social media, you're starting your social media agency. I'm going to call it an agency because I feel it's going to go there. But it's really hard. Like you need to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
There's a lot of shit that goes on that people don't see.
Yeah.
It's that 30 seconds to a minute that people see.
Yeah,
they don't see what goes
right.
behind it.
They see the highlight reel.
Yeah, they don't see the prepping that a restaurant does. They don't see, them going in and starting early and doing the prep and taking the delivery and setting up and wiping the tables down and doing the cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then opening up their doors and then serving the customers and
Yeah,
then
it's a
doing that
lot.
entire shift and then closing up and then doing the cleaning and then prepping for tomorrow and then repeat. It's a massive amount of work. And people just don't want to put that work in. They just think it's fucking, you go into, and people get the shits when they're waiting 45 minutes to an hour at a restaurant. Fucking wait.
Yeah.
They're not fucking, they can't click their finger. It's not fast food. If you go to Macca's, all right, you're going to have your food in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes.
That's right.
But you're not going to get that at a restaurant, or a very, very good food truck. You're going to have to wait for your food. So just
It's
sit
about
down
the
there and wait.
experience.
Yeah.
Like for me, if I'm going out to eat, for me, it's about the experience.
the whole experience,
If I did want that fast food, I fucking go and get fast food.
Yeah.
You know what I
You know
mean?
what
Like-
it is as well too? I feel like people are so obsessed with their fucking phone.
And they're impatient as well.
One thing about me, if I go
Yeah.
to eat and I'm with friends, my phone's not there.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the cunt. I don't want nothing to do with it. Sorry about the language. I just want to.
Both of us are saying the F-bomb as well, so naturally.
So, but I want to have a conversation. I want to talk to you. I want to find out what you're doing. I want to have a chat. And then you're going to eat the food. And so I think people are too busy doing that on their phone and they just want to eat and then do that again.
Yes.
It's sad.
I remember during COVID times and they would only give you like an hour and a half limit at a restaurant. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I haven't even got
I'm not even getting through a bottle of wine in an hour and a half.
Yeah. But it's a whole experience. You're right. Like you want to have your drink. You want to have that conversation. You want to have the food. You want to talk to your girlfriends, or you want to be, have an intimate conversation with the person that you're with, and then you want to go home and you want that experience. People don't give a fuck these days. They just want to rock up, eat, and then go do what
there's
they
a
want
time
to do.
limit everywhere. Like the other day I went to a Mexican restaurant and it was like 2 hours and they literally shoved us off the table. There's a group of 24 of us.
Well, they shouldn't be doing that because
they should have offered us another location to sit.
Not even that. Like I don't do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like if there's 24 of you guys going in there, and so the average one of you guys is spending $50 or $60 there, that's big money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And we're going to keep going.
And you're going to keep going. And then you're buying drinks and you're having a chat. So they should never come to you and say to you, look, you've been here for 2 hours, sort of basically fuck off.
Yeah.
They should get more seating. And if they can't get more seating, then they should just deal with the problem, you know, do takeaway.
I've been mid glass of wine and had the F+ machine brought over to me after an hour
that's such an ugly experience.
And I was like, if we wanted dessert, we wouldn't have had time for it.
Yeah, so that's
it's not nice. Look, I do understand that. This is where it's different for me. If you're going in there, and there's 4 of you, and only one of you are buying food, and it's only like $20 or $30, and you want to sit there for an hour and a half, and there's families coming in that want to sit, then I understand.
Yeah.
But if you're going into the restaurant with you and your partner and you're sitting there and you've got a bottle of wine, which is going to be fucking $60 or $70. You both got food, which is going to add up to about $150, if not more. And you're spending money, then they should not be telling you to fucking leave. They should be sorting out their booking schedule. They should be putting more tables in place if they can. Or if they can't, they should be doing takeaway.
Yeah.
It's a different story if you're sitting there for 3 hours or more.
Yeah.
You know, then fucking bring your bed out and sleep there because you've been there for a while, you know. But no, 2 hours is...
But I think especially in today's, like with everything happening with inflation and things like that, like the experience is the most important thing. Like when I have a great experience, I'm going to be recommending it to my friends,
right. And you're going to be back and you're going to bring more people in there. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So most of these people... It's sad to say, but they just want you in for the first time. They don't care if you come back.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in that money for the first. Whereas me, I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah,
I want people coming in and saying, that was the best fucking feed that I've had, bro. That's unbelievable. We're going to be back with boys on Wednesday. And they do. And I'm like, yeah, bro, fucking come back. And I tell them, look, from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on a Friday, on a Saturday, and on a Sunday, bro, you're going to be waiting an hour.
Yeah, wow.
And I let them know. That's an hour just for your food.
Yeah.
And they know that. So they'll come on a Wednesday, they'll come on a Thursday, they'll come after, they'll come before, and they'll work their way around it. But yeah, no, for me, it's more about them enjoying what they're eating and going from there.
And enjoying the company as well. Like when I go out, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy
That's
to
the worst thing is to be in a rush if you're eating. It's the worst.
When you go out, you've made the effort to go out, so you want to enjoy it.
Put on a full face.
I've left my kids at home. We are I do the rush thing with the kids eat free thing, and
well, everyone does that. Yeah,
but yeah, when you go out on purpose. You want to be. You don't want to be rushed.
The girls are taking their time. They're getting ready. They got an hour.
That's
fucking
right.
hair,
I need to do a photo shoot.
Yeah. So there's a lot. So that's why you should have been. No, I wouldn't go back personally to that Mexican place.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let the
that's
girls
just that's just
100%. It was
bring him to the truck.
But
see, those things are the things you remember, though. 100%. Like of that experience, you're going to remember.
I'll tell you what, we were right next to a venue that we were meant to go to at 10, but we couldn't. So we had an hour to kill.
Yeah.
So we had to find somewhere else to go.
Yep. Sorry.
Had to get somewhere else to kill.
Sorry, bro. He's having a heart attack. Sorry, bro. Still working. Yeah.
So the whole experience, and it was raining, and the girls in heels, and we had to go somewhere else and come back. So
that's
it was
dangerous.
Shit. It was shit. Yep. Very bad.
I want to go back to that. What's our Mexican place called?
I'm not gonna say.
Fuck them. Fucking tell me. Yeah, that's all.
They're next to a bar. They're next to a bar.
Okay, I know which one it is.
Yeah.
No
but name drops.
That's what you. Yeah, fuck. Please don't. I've been there.
So we've been threatened with that too.
What?
I'm not gonna say.
Fuck them. Yeah, that's it. See, that's the only thing that you take away from that. You don't take away how good the food was or how good their fucking alcohol is or their mix or their mocktails were or cocktails. You take away the fact that the guy came in and said, fucking go.
Yeah.
There's so much choice now as well. Like people will easily move on to the next best thing if they have a shit experience. Yeah. Like it's the truth.
That's just comes down to management, customer service,
The customer experience. People are forgetting about that.
I feel like...
Even in retail though, when you go to a shop... No one gives a shit if you buy anything. They're just like, see you later.
No.
I feel like customer service in Australia versus overseas is
shit.
wild, like miles apart.
It's shit, yeah.
But the expectation is so high. Like, I don't know.
Look, when I got into retail, I worked at Shoebiz. Do you remember Shoebiz?
Yeah, back in the day. I do.
At Bankstown.
Yeah.
And you had to learn greet the customer within 3 seconds.
Yep.
Do that. Like, put a smile on your face. Ask them if they don't want something. What are the options they have after that? They don't even get any of that now.
Yeah, then the day goes all.
It's like
all
you're
the way
doing
down
them a favour.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I just get ignored because I look like I'm about to rub the store.
I look like I'm about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
So have you received any backlash from like health experts on like food consumption or anything like that?
No.
No backlash?
No whatsoever.
The guy that does the food challenge.
James is a very, very, very close friend of mine.
Yeah.
I don't do much work with anyone. I'm like solo except with James. James Webby, he's number 5 he's the number 5 in the world.
Have you seen him?
No.
Yeah.
I probably have.
Has he got
but
a condition that's made
No,
him...
no. That's just how James is.
That's crazy. And he's this skinny.
Yeah, he's a fucking he's a fitness freak.
Yeah.
James consumes on a daily average around about 10 kilos of food.
Yeah.
So
You have
James is like, when I go out with James, and if you have a look at my story when we finish, like I'm showing the Babylon stuff, and I'm doing all the promos and I'm doing all the work, and James is just in the background fucking smashing everything. So anything that I can't finish, he eats. So when we go out it's funny because Nobu's just done an all-you-can-eat sushi.
What?
They've got all-you-can-eat sushi. So
Say
me and
less, we're
James,
going.
I don't want to say too much because if it gets out there, they'll blacklist us. But me and James want to go there, all-you-can-eat.
Okay.
And no joke, James will eat about $5,000 worth of sushi. So we're going to go there to the point where they kick us out. He'll eat about 400 pieces of sushi. If he hasn't got a time limit on him, there is honestly, he would consume 20 kilos of sushi.
I'm actually jealous. I eat like 5 pieces and I'm like, I'm full.
Oh, no. He's beyond. He's broken every single record in the country. He's broken multiple records around the world. He's done the donut eating competition.
I saw that, LA
and he
Donuts.
won.
Yeah.
No, he did one overseas in America,
wow.
and he came third in the biggest hot dog competition in the world. So
Does
he's
he get
actually got
sick
sponsors,
afterwards?
everything. No. So yeah, there's been some places that, I don't know if I can say, but there's been some places that he's reviewed. I'm not going to mention what they were, that he's got really sick at. So yeah, and he sort of knows. But James is with me all the time when he comes to Sydney. So me and James are very, very close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm jealous.
Yeah,
he's the best.
Like he doesn't
And
bloat
his missus is absolutely beautiful. She does all the socials for him and she does all the content for him too.
Do you have a social media manager?
Nah, fuck that.
No?
I do that shit myself.
Yeah, wow. You're so good at it.
I taught myself how to do it.
Yep.
And then got good at it, and then using it obviously on the business. And then, so one thing with me that I differ with these other people is I've done the full transition, like not just reviewing food, reviewing, running a place, understanding the ins and the outs, understanding produce. You know, I've got a lot of, I'm very smart with the meats and different cuts, and so I'm very educated in the food sort of stuff. And I was cooking before I started fucking around anyway.
Yeah.
With it all. So that's why sort of when I walk into a place, I can have a look at it and have a look at the kitchen
And know if it's
and
quality.
know if it's going to be good or bad. Just by looking at it. I'm at the point now, honestly, where I can walk in and smell, and I know if that oil's been changed.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
wild.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's good, but
What would you say are like your top 3, like that? Anything that you've tried?
Oh.
that's hard. I'll tell you places that are very, very sort of unique. Obviously, Big Bang Burgers. Punch Bowl, Sydney Wings and Things, they've been around.
Really? I tried to get in there the other day and I couldn't.
Yeah, so they've been around. Louis been around since fucking 16 years ago. He was the first food truck in Sydney.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and then
There's
he
a
went
food
from
truck
there.
everywhere now.
Yeah, that's the problem, but because they just open up, he's very, very good. There's a lot of places, like heaps of places. Oh my gosh, desserts too. Yeah, she's not a restaurant, but if you're lucky enough to get her stuff,
homegrown
she's
business.
phenomenal.
I love that.
Even LA Donuts, like Frida at LA Donuts.
Yeah.
Just so
I've
good.
had their donuts,
So good.
Yeah. There's a lot, and the genuine like people when you can see them doing it from their heart. And
when they're working and they're at the end of the day, they're all working to support their family.
That's right.
And then when their business or their restaurant or what they have is their only means of income, they're going to do everything that they can to make sure it works. And they do.
So what's the next area you're heading to?
To do a review in? Oh, next area. Where am I going to? Fuck.
I can't believe you haven't done it outside of Sydney yet.
No. We did Darwin.
Okay.
And this is how crazy it is. There's the first place that I went to, the District North Kitchen. It's like a burger place in Darwin. And Dan is a very good mate of mine, rang me up. He said, Freddie, I'm gonna fly you over to Darwin. And I go, well, my brother's my camera guy. So I said, bro, we're going to Darwin. Now, I don't fly. Like, I don't like fucking planes. Like, not that I'm scared of it, but I just don't like being claustrophobic, like in an area. So it took us 4 hours to get to Darwin. Got to Darwin, went and did this place. I thought, fuck, no one's going to know who I am in Darwin. We get there to the restaurant, and then we had like a car meet after. It was about 600 people that rocked up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
Awesome.
It was nuts. And we blew that place up so badly. They do a palmy HSP schnitzel, which is basically chips, homemade schnitzel, mac and cheese on top with their sauce, and it's fucking phenomenal.
Okay, I'm hungry now.
It's phenomenal. And we did that there, and he does like these crazy burgers over there too. And Darwin was nuts. The weather was absolutely fucked, but
Oh, yeah.
have you ever been there?
No, because I don't like sweating.
Yeah,
Oh
me
shit!
neither.
It's fucking like it's like an island weather where it's fucking raining.
Tropical,
Tropical shit. It's raining, and you
My
go outside.
peoples.
It's fucking 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's muggy. It's
Yeah.
like fuck. But yeah, they're
It's like the
different.
worst weather.
Oh, they're different over.
Fiji.
I don't know if it's like Fiji because I've never been, but fuck, the people in Darwin are just different.
Yeah.
They work on their own time over there. Like, they're all high as fuck. Like, straight out. I went to a restaurant in the morning after on the way back.
So it's really like they say it is.
I ordered a fucking egg Benedict with my brother. It took fucking, after an hour and a half, I was like, brother, you fucking like, what are you growing the fucking chicken in the back? Like, where the
wow.
fucking, he was high
Yeah.
as fuck. Yeah, they're all fucking high. Like,
How do you trust them to make your
you can't.
food?
They're just fucking. I've never been to a place where they just don't
Wow.
care. Like they work on their own schedule.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
an
it's like that.
experience.
Oh yeah, fuck.
That's
That place
crazy.
is a yeah. Yeah, so we're hitting Melbourne hopefully in January for the first time. And then next year we'll do Queensland and then we'll just start pushing. I want to do Tasmania as well. I heard
Yeah, I've
beautiful.
heard that's beautiful
Yeah.
there. I haven't been, but yeah.
the
that'll
produce
be
is phenomenal there too.
Yeah, it
So I
is.
want to do that and then venture overseas. So yeah, there we go.
Can't wait to
2024
see it.
sounds like a very exciting year
It's going to
then.
be a big year.
So we'll have to
yeah.
do part 2 then.
Yeah, we'll do part 2. We'll do part 100%.
We need feedback on the best of the best.
I'll bring his out
nationally.
with me. You know what? Part 2, we might do part 2 on the road.
Yes.
We'll do a bit here.
What about
but
Simon?
No, we'll bring Simon too. Fuck this. How many cameras can you bring? Simon, you just bring one camera with you. You bring one camera and we'll go. I'll take you on a food tour. I'll do that.
Yay!
We'll go on
we can't eat much.
I can't do 10 kilos of food.
No, it's all right. I'll take you to 3
Bring your
different
friends because
places.
we'll need help.
I'll bring James. We'll go to 3-4 different places, and then we'll sample the best. That they
Okay.
have. We can do that. That'll be
I'm
fun.
happy to.
Deal.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to anyone that kind of wants to get into social media and do all this sort of thing?
Be yourself. Just be you. Don't try to be someone that you're not. And don't be a fake fuck because you're always it might take 5 years or 10 years before someone discovers that you're
come
fake. And when it does, you're done. You know, there's so many different, they do my head in. Like, I can't stand them. Like, I see some of these people on social media and I'm like, you're just a fucking dickhead. Just a straight dickhead. And I
must be
tell them,
cringe.
it's so bad. And I
Yeah.
tell them when I meet them too. Like, when I see them, I tell them I'm very, very bad like that. Like, you're a fucking dickhead. Like,
Oh, wow.
and they don't know what to say. They just look at me and then I hate that shit. I hate people that are fake.
Oh, wow.
Like, be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and talk about stuff that you're passionate about. Like, you don't send me talking about fucking, LGBTQ legislation because I don't give a fuck. You know, you won't see me trying to talk about shit like that. I
Yeah.
talk about what I believe in and I talk about what I know. But
Yeah,
they're
being
all
authentic
fake.
is so important.
They're all fake. It's and I tell people 99.9% of places is all fake. Have you ever seen like a reel on Instagram, for example, of what a dish of food may look like on Instagram, and then you go and get it.
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like
Yeah.
they show you a steak that's just
Instagram
phenomenal.
versus reality.
I
Yeah,
know.
that stuff like that. I hate that shit. So
Yeah.
what we show, what I show is what you're gonna get.
Wow.
You know? So yeah.
I think we need more of that.
It is disappointing.
Yeah, you
that,
do, but
yeah.
they do. Like I've been to some places too after seeing it when I first started. I was like, fuck, I want to go, and I go out and have a look at it. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know what? The other day I looked up a restaurant that, remember the platters? Do you
Yeah.
remember those?
Yeah.
And then they had breakfast on the bottom
Yeah,
and dessert
yeah,
at the top.
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
first cafe to start that in Concord,
Yeah.
Platform 82 or something.
Platform 8, I
They
think they were one
closed.
of them.
They closed right after the cuff of COVID, and I was like, oh my God, they had lines down the
Yeah.
road.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's sad to go back and see that places didn't survive that.
Yeah,
You know?
You had to adapt, and you had to adapt
Yeah.
very quickly.
But I think if you start doing something, like you trend with something, you need to then back it up with something else.
You got to be unique.
Yeah.
You got to have your own sort of signature.
But
and
people
you
started
gotta-
copying that. That's,
Yeah, but everyone copies everything.
yeah.
Like
So-
everyone copies everything. Look at the
Yeah.
soy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody copies
Yeah.
everything. And they do it to me. I've been to some places where, for example, they've launched the first Australian sujuk hamburger.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 months down the line, every kebab shop's doing sujuk hamburgers. They see it and they copy it.
Yeah.
But you can either look at it as them being, flattering. It's flattering to you
Yeah.
for them. You're setting a benchmark there and they're copying it, or you can get the shit and say, "Fuck, they're copying me." And
Yeah.
everybody's gonna copy everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at fucking China. They're copying cars. They're copying everything. You get a brand of Gucci, you go spend fucking $2,000 buying a Gucci hat, and then you got the Chinese shit that they're selling the same thing that looks the same for $5.
Yeah, I think you can copy the product, but you can't copy the experience.
It's experience. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
and it's authenticity. Or fucking. What is it?
Authenticity.
We know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is. So it's that feeling that you get is seeing them. It's like when they come out and see me cooking and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
We have to visit.
come out, more than welcome.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Well, guys, I hope you loved our chat today with Abra. We're going to pop all of his links down below, so please give him a follow. We can't wait for part 2.
We'll do part 2
On the
Follow
road. On the
ladies as well.
We're going to be on the road.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right. Until next time, guys. See you
Thank
later.
you. Guys, peace. Thanks.